Bungie was back this week with their weekly news dump at This Week at Bungie, and we've got an exciting teaser for the Witch Queen. Iron Banner is coming back next week, plus we've got a new fashion competition coming, and details of the Hotfix 3.2.0.3. Well, if you like this video or find it useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. Well, first up this week, let's check out the Witch Queen tease. It was a small one, but DMG said in the TWAB, even outside of the seasonal content, there's a lot to get excited about for the future of Destiny. A few of us have said our best days are ahead. With every playtest, shot of gear or piece of concept art that passes my desk, I can't help but agree. Let's have a look at the screenshot that they shared in the TWAB. And Dylan said, that was a quick tease, but we're eager to show you more about the Witch Queen. Expect to hear from us again with more details later in the summer. So that is pretty exciting stuff. So Witch Queen is currently scheduled for early 2022, and normally a big expansion comes out in September, although Beyond Light shifted to November due to the pandemic, and Witch Queen is a little bit further out in early 2022. But we do have E3 and the summer program of hype coming soon, and it slipped my mind a little bit that Bungie could reveal stuff about the Witch Queen, but that totally makes sense wanting to build hype for the next expansion, so plenty of stuff to look forward to. Well, let me know down in the comments what you think of that armour, and what I'm going to do is put up on screen some concept art of old Chicago, which could be a location for the next expansion. Well, next up this week we've got the Saint 14 cutscene. So over the last few weeks, the tower's been bathed in darkness due to the endless night, and Guardians have been exploring the Vex network in search for solutions to this chilling predicament. With each override, we're one step closer to our goals. Expunge and Mithrax has been with us from the start of the season, but took a moment this week to share what it's like to be a member of the House of Light. And if you haven't seen that cutscene yet, then finish up that weekly quest to get a good dose of lore. I do have a specific video on the channel diving into that detail, so I'll put that up on the screen now. Well, next up we got Iron Rising, and Lord Saladin returns next week for a renewed round of Iron Banner. So things might feel a little bit different as Bungie released a new round of stasis tuning earlier in the week, and if you're aiming to get a little higher in the pinnacle power band, make sure to complete some Iron Banner bounties as they will provide pinnacle powered rewards. So last Iron Banner, the Reese Walker shotgun and the Archon's Thunder machine gun were introduced through the seasonal quest, and they quickly identified an issue with the new tools of destruction weren't available through alternate means. So if you've been holding loads of Iron Banner tokens for future loot, it's almost time to sell. Well, Iron Banner starts at reset on Tuesday on the 8th of June, ending the following Tuesday on the 15th of June 2021. Well, next up we got news of a fashion show, so this one is entitled Splicing Down the Runway. So some say fashion is the true endgame of Destiny, and I'm somewhat inclined to agree. So with the addition of the Guardian appearance screen in Season of the Splicer, we've seen countless Guardians mixing and matching their armour to build wonderful creations. Well, it's about time we put your skills to the test with a fashion show. So think you've got the best look in the community? Well, let's see if you can prove it and earn yourself this eye-catching fashion emblem. Well, how do you enter? So first of all, you've got to dress up. Then you've got to throw together a mix of awesome armour and sweet shaders to create a set that you believe is a winner. Then submit a screenshot and snag a photo of your Guardian in the Guardian appearance screen showing your armour set and shader selections. And you can also provide additional picture of your Guardian in the wild, but it isn't required, but you might get some bonus points. Then submit your photo on Twitter or Instagram with the hashtag #SplicerFashionShow to enter. I'm definitely going to be doing that myself this week, testing out the Guardian's appearance screen. So transmog may be a grind, but I think the team have done an excellent job with the UI, and it's much easier now to customise your Guardian and make them look great. So Bungie are going to be sharing winners from June the 7th through June the 12th on the Destiny the Game Twitter account. And if you win, one of our community managers will reach out to you so we can hook you up with that sweet emblem. And Bungie do have various screenshots of Guardians on the This Week at Bungie page, and I'll show a few of those screenshots now. Well, next up we've got details on Hotfix 3.2.0.3. So there was a massive hotfix released on the 3rd of June 2021. A lot of the details go into the stasis changes, but I did go into quite a lot of detail about those this week. Today I'm just going to focus on the fixes that are the non-stasis variety. So first of all, we've got free roam, so it added an energy barrier to the scavenger's den, lost sector on the EDZ, while on Legend or Master difficulty to prevent skipping most of the encounters. And the empty tank lost sector on the Tangled Shore now rewards the correct exotic gear, in line with the other lost sectors' reward rotation. Well, next up we got Raid, so the Vault of Glass armor mods now appear in the Collections tab, and also fixed an issue where players could kill Atheon by tethering supplicants as they self-destruct. Fixed an issue also where they could kill Atheon in the Future Venus portal before starting the encounter, and fixed an issue where players could break the Minotaur shields in the Gatekeeper encounter by using Prometheus Lens. Also fixed an issue with the Aegis Relic blocking the ability was not continuously blocking the damage, so there's some useful little fixes there, although they have fixed the cheese for some of the encounters, so if you were using that cheese method to beat the Vault of Glass, you're going to have to go back to using the normal mechanics. Well, next up we've got gameplay and investment, and we're going to start off with armour. So Path of the Burning Steps no longer grants stacks of its buff on becoming slowed by stasis, only when becoming encased. The Star Eater Scales now correctly grants its damage bonus while the player is standing in a well of radiance, and the status icon for Feast of Light now correctly scales up to 8, gaining 1 stack per orb picked up. And also fixed an issue when calculating super bonus damage. Having 4 stacks of Feast of Light will grant 55% bonus to super damage, and a full 8 stacks would grant 70% bonus to super damage, and for context, the original formula at the start of the season was a 60% bonus damage at 4 stacks. Next up we've got weapons, so fixed an issue where the Roar of the Worm ornament for the Whisper of the Worm exotic geometry would disappear when walking against walls. Well, next up we've got fixes to rewards, so seasonal reward sources, including the locked override chests and the weekly vendor challenge, now correctly contain seasonal class armor items, and have been updated to reduce the frequency of getting duplicate items in succession. That's really, really good, because I think I've got about 20 shotguns. And the Iron Banner machine gun and shotgun now drop from the Iron Banner engram. That's really good news, especially with Iron Banner coming back next week. And the Vault of Glass Directed Tooltip will retain its pinnacle drop notification for classes that have not yet cleared it each week, as drops will still be available. The Vault of Glass secret chests are now properly dropping Titan and Warlock armor, and the Vault of Glass vendor purchase from the Templar package no longer occasionally grants incorrect weapons or armor. Vault of Glass weapon purchase for the Templar package is no longer locking itself out due to incorrectly detecting if the player has obtained all of its possible results for the current character class. And finally, Vault of Glass vendor purchases of Conflux, Gatekeeper and Atheon packages now correctly grant armor when such a result is rolled, instead of nothing. So loads of really, really good fixes there, and hopefully that'll improve your player experience. Well, let me know down in the comments what you think of the Witch Queen Tease. We've also got Iron Banner coming back. Let me know if you're jumping in, and let me know if you're going to be entering into that fashion show. Well, that is it for the latest Destiny 2 news roundup, and as always, thank you so much for watching. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. If you want to join the community, check out the Discord link in the description, or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Thanks again. See you soon.